Noah never expected that this ordinary school morning would change his life forever. It started like any other day in a small American town. The sky was gray, the air was cold, and a light rain was falling over the streets. Students rushed toward the middle school gate, trying to stay dry under umbrellas and jackets. But near the corner of the school gate, something was different. A tiny puppy was lying on the wet ground, soaked in rain, weak, shivering uncontrollably. Its body looked too small for the harsh world around it. Every breath it took looked painful. Its eyes were half open, filled with fear and exhaustion. People walked past it. Some glanced for a second, then looked away. No one stopped, because life doesn't always stop for the helpless. And then Noah arrived. A quiet middle school boy. Not the loudest in class, not the most popular, but someone who always noticed things others ignored. He slowed down his steps as soon as he saw the puppy. At first, he just stood there, watching. Something inside him didn't let him walk away. He looked around. No teacher, no student paying attention. Only rain and silence, and a tiny life struggling to survive. Noah slowly walked closer, step by step, carefully. As if the slightest sound could scare the puppy away, he knelt down in front of it. The puppy flinched. Noah whispered softly, "Hey, are you okay?" But the puppy didn't respond. It only trembled harder. Noah could see it clearly now. This wasn't just a lost puppy. This was a life that had been abandoned by the world. He slowly opened his backpack. Inside was his lunch, a small sandwich. He broke a tiny piece and placed it gently on the ground. At first, the puppy hesitated, fear and hunger fighting inside it. It took a step back, then another, but hunger finally won. Slowly, carefully, it moved forward and began to eat. Noah watched silently. His heart felt heavy, because in that moment he understood something. This puppy had probably not eaten properly in days. The school bell rang in the distance. Classes were about to start. Students rushed inside the building, but Noah didn't move. He kept looking at the puppy. His mind was racing. If I leave it here, what will happen? Will it survive the night? Will it still be here tomorrow? Or will it disappear like it never existed? Noah looked around again. No one was watching. And then he made a decision. A decision that would change everything. He slowly took off his backpack. Carefully, gently, he lifted the puppy. The puppy didn't resist much. It was too weak to understand what was happening. It only leaned into warmth for the first time. It felt safe. Noah slowly placed the puppy inside his backpack. Not roughly, not hurried, but carefully, like something precious. And then he walked into school, carrying a secret. Inside the classroom, Noah sat quietly, but his mind was not in the lesson. Every small movement inside his backpack made his heart beat faster. What if someone hears it? What if the teacher finds out? What if he gets in trouble? But even with fear, he didn't regret it, because for the first time that morning, he felt like he did something right. The hours passed slowly. Finally, the school day ended. Noah walked out quickly, but now came the real problem. Where do I take it? What will my parents say? He walked home with heavy steps. The backpack felt heavier than ever. Not because of weight, but because of responsibility. When Noah reached home, he hesitated at the door. His heart was beating fast. He took a deep breath and walked inside. His mother was in the kitchen, cooking. Normal day, normal life, until Noah slowly placed his backpack down and carefully took out the puppy. Everything stopped. His mother turned around. Silence filled the room. For a few seconds, no one spoke. Only the soft sound of the puppy breathing. Then his mother finally asked, "What is this?" Noah's voice shook a little. "I found it outside the school gate. It was freezing." The puppy lay weak on the floor. Too tired to move. His mother stared at it for a long moment. Then she sighed. Not anger, not shouting, just concern. "We don't have much, Noah. Do you understand responsibility?" Noah lowered his head, but he didn't step back. "I know, but if I left it there, it would have died." Silence again. "Longer this time?" Then his mother slowly walked closer. She knelt down and gently placed her hand on the puppy's head. The puppy flinched, then slowly relaxed. And in that moment, everything changed. "All right," she said softly. "We'll keep him." Noah's eyes widened slightly. Relief filled his chest. A small smile appeared on his face. That night, they cleaned the puppy. Warm water, soft towel, gentle hands. The puppy slowly opened its eyes more clearly. For the first time, it was not alone. Days passed. The puppy grew stronger, more active, more alive. Noah named him Milo. Every morning before school, Milo would follow him to the door. And every afternoon, Milo would wait for him to return. What started as a rescue slowly became a bond that could not be explained in words. Even Noah's mother, who once hesitated, now smiled when she saw them together because the house no longer felt empty, it felt alive. One evening, as the sun set outside the window, Noah sat on the floor with Milo resting beside him. The golden light filled the room. Milo placed his head on Noah's lap. Noah gently stroked his fur and softly said, "Good thing I didn't walk away that day." Milo closed his eyes peacefully, and in that silence, a boy and a puppy understood something without speaking. Sometimes one small act of kindness can change two lives forever.
Milo used to sleep alone in the cold streets. Now he wakes up in a warm home beside his best friend Noah.
Want cute and cozy pet products like Milo's? Check out our Pinterest page and discover amazing pet finds for your furry friend.